How you doing?
We got a minute, thank you. Okay, I have your request for some discovery, and so I want to do that. I want to give you, this is a copy of the video that was playing while the stop was made. And then here's the rest of our file. This is the formal charges.
Are these the complaints?
Yes, those are the formal complaints.
So these are supposed to have been gotten to me one day before any proceeding.
Well,
and I didn't receive them one day before, so therefore,
right,
that's a problem.
What you get is, you get them a day before you have to answer them. So you're not going to court today. What happens is when you ask for this...
I've been summoned as a pre-trial, so if I didn't show up, a warrant would have been sent out for my arrest.
Oh, they'd reset it. But
so therefore, then it is this is a pre-trial. It's actually, it says it on the top of the piece of paper I received in the mail.
I know, let me explain that to you.
Okay.
Let me explain what a pre-trial is. Normally, if you don't go to court, and someone wants discovery or has some other things that would make it assume you need to study this and all. So we assume if you ask for that you're not ready to go to trial that day. So
but I requested this a long time ago. And I was also told by the court, I was told by the court clerk that you told her not to release information. So therefore, you don't have any authority over the clerk to release information or not. You realize that, right?
No, I don't realize that. So you're making up your own rules.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Well, I do have a lot of things I need to go over before.
The prosecutor is in charge of releasing all material from the state's file.
No, the clerk is the one that's in possession of everything.
That's right.
She's the mediator.
That's right.
So you go to her and I go to her for these information.
No, you're wrong.
Okay, I need that. Could you show me in law where your authority comes from?
You need a law.
No, I don't. I have the law right here on my side. Everything's right here.
Okay.
Everything, highlighted everything too.
One thing's not going to happen here, and that is we're not going to change the rules to satisfy you.
Okay, well then don't invite me in here. If you don't want me to play court, don't invite me in here. Okay?
You're going to play the rules of this court, or you
No, this court is out of order. I've already called the federal courthouse.
Send them on in. We'll be glad to talk to them too.
All right. You know you're violating direct statute, word for word.
No.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I'll have to take you somewhere else.
How do you think, we didn't open this court this week. We've been here for years.
Right.
How come nobody as smart as you are has come down and shut us down?
Because this kind of information doesn't just travel about on the radio by Rush. Rush doesn't just tell this stuff to people. You don't hear about this stuff on the internet,
whatever your source
on the news.
Couldn't somebody else get it?
My source is law, the statute, the actual statute.
You've been on the books for years.
Do you see here, in all criminal prosecutions, do you understand? I'm being tried for a crime here.
Come in here and say, we're doing this wrong, Tom. You guys are all messed up. How come you're the first guy smart enough?
Oh, really? I'm the first one? I know. I've heard of the radio station I listen to. I heard of a man from Portland, Texas. He's already filed bar grievances against you, by the way. And he's been in here. So how come? What do you mean I'm the only one? So now you're lying again. You're lying saying that I'm the only one arguing these facts when I know for sure someone else has been in here doing the same thing. So now you're lying to me. You understand that?
No, I'm not.
You're not lying to me? No. So then I am the only one that's ever been in here and doing this, correct?
I said,
how come I'm the only one?
Come in here
but you just said I'm the only one. I have it recorded if you'd like to hear it.
Lawyer that was here a minute ago?
Okay, would you like to go over some more things that I've got some problems with?
No, I don't care. I'm telling you how.
I know you don't care. That's why this court is being run the way it's being ran.
Yeah.
Because you don't care, and I care about the law, and I've got law right here on my side to back it up.
I only care about the rules of the court.
Well, when the court's out of order, then when you follow their orders, you're out of order. That means you're a criminal. I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. I have criminal complaints against you. I have criminal complaints against her, and I have criminal complaints against the lady downstairs, Miss Botino. So this is jeopardizing the case.
Where did you file this complaint?
That's none of your business.
Oh, okay. Well,
you'll be notified by it.
Are there going to be people coming to arrest this lady and these folks?
They might. You might get arrested.
That's what happens on a criminal.
That's correct. Yeah. We'll see what happens when it goes before the grand jury, won't we?
Well, yeah, we would.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that how it goes? When you file a complaint, it's reduced to an information. That's right. I'm telling you. Whenever a criminal complaint is filed, it's reduced to an information and is submitted to the grand jury, and then an indictment is handed down. Period.
Oh, really? Is that how that works? Oh, dear. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Do you realize that this judge has a private practice in Corpus Christi? He has an office located in Corpus Christi. He's not allowed to sit on the bench in a court of record.
You and I are about finished on this conversation because I'm only out here to try
Hey,
to help you.
you're the one invited me in here. I don't want to be here.
You're not invited. You're summoned to be here because you've been charged.
And you did he sign his under duress? Did you not receive the affidavit? Did you not receive my affidavit?
Because if you're not,
it was under duress because a man with a gun was telling me to do it.
Well, you'd have been in jail if you don't sign the bond. You
right.
go to state
so now
court
that's terroristic threats. You're threatening somebody with jail time if they don't sign something?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the way it is with everybody who gets charged. You go to jail unless you
no,
sign a bond.
when you are accused of a crime, you have rights as a crime as one being charged with a crime, and there's certain things that need to take place in order for it to even be adjudicated properly.
First? You know what happens first when you're charged with a crime, when you're arrested?
Well, the only thing is the complaint is what starts everything.
Well,
a verified criminal affidavit, which is a criminal complaint.
You don't have time to file a complaint when they catch you committing an offense out in the
That's
street.
correct.
That's
so then they're allowed to. That's right. Now you submit it to the grand jury.
You're arrested without a complaint, and you go to jail until the trial unless you post a bond. And so you posted a bond by signing that document.
And by the way,
you'd have been in jail all this time waiting for us to get...
Y'all fabricated government documents because you sent me a non-jury trial notice when I never waived my right to a jury trial in open court.
We haven't had a trial yet.
But you've already sent me a piece of paper saying I have a non-jury trial.
Well, that's routine. You'll get your jury
whether
trial.
it's routine or not, that's a fabrication of a government document.
No, it's not. It's
it
the way
is
you
a
begin each process. It
is a fabrication because in order for me to have received that document, here's
your discovery.
My rights would have been
notice for the next step.
I'm glad all of y'all are a witness here, Officer Hodge. Oh, you're Hodgie. I've heard of you before.
You need to be.
Do you understand that he's breaking the law? He's a criminal. You need to
lower tones. Lower tones. Okay, this is the police building. I just court goes on here. I'll come sit.
These guys are breaking the law, man. And if y'all are out there telling us, we gotta follow the law, but we need to be held to a higher standard.
I've never met you before, but I feel like you're a very intelligent person, and that you're wasting some God-given talent on all this stuff. Really are.
Well,
You've done all this stuff, and it's really impressive, okay? And I've heard about you, and I heard that you're very nice, and you're fun to talk to, and stuff like that. And we pretty much leave you alone. Okay?
Well, then why did y'all invite me in here? Why don't you just leave me down alone?
Because you're son. You're charged with a crime. You're charged with a crime in the state of Texas. You may not agree with the law. I don't agree with the law.
You're right. You're right.
I don't agree with the law. I don't agree with the law.
But you can't go enforce this stuff, you know.
Yes, you can. You have to. Okay, you were charged with no driver's license.
I don't remember. It was,
I won't die.
expired plates. It was 3 charges. Failure to display rear and front license plate. Failed to display inspection certificate. And one more. The inspection stickers only apply to people who are engaged in commerce and transportation.
Hold on. Think about it. Inspection sticker is a unique purpose.
It's for a motor vehicle.
Okay.
I don't own a motor vehicle.
I know.
If you knew the definition of motor vehicle, you would get into it.
Okay,
See,
hold on. Let me finish.
To show you
like
these.
5 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. You have parents here, right?
I do.
You have love.
Absolutely.
Okay, and that you care about, right? Now, the inspection sticker is to make sure the vehicle can safely operate on a roadway. Okay, we'll say vehicle.
Inspection stickers that are current, people still get into accidents, even if something breaks down.
Yes,
so it's not a foolproof case.
But would you not want to know that if a vehicle being driven in front of your parents' house was inspected?
Well, sure, I understand all what you're getting at. I absolutely see what you're getting at.
That is what that's for. It's $19.50 out of your pocket.
But just because it's a motor inspection thing, it doesn't apply to me. It only applies to people engaged in transportation. Do you know what transportation means?
Mm-hmm.
It means one hired to transport goods and services from point A to point B. And I was never hired. I'm not transporting. When I move around in my automobile, I'm not transporting anything. If I was a pizza delivery, I would be transporting then, and I'd be subject to the transportation code. But I'm not subject to the transportation code because I'm not in delivery.
Well, you know what?
I'm not for hire.
Why don't you do this? Instead of being, you're very passionate about your beliefs. And
Well,
I'm all for
because
it.
I read it.
I'm all for that, okay? But what are you reading?
I'm reading the Code of Criminal Procedure, the Transportation Code,
But you're interpreting it.
the
The same way
United
that,
States
same way
Code.
that you,
No, this
the
is
same way
written
that you
so a
can-
layman can understand.
the same way
That's
that you
why the
can-
law is written the way it
the
is,
same
so a
way that you
layman
can,
can understand.
same way you can read I can read a Bible
It
verse.
takes
You can read a Bible
lawyers to
verse.
turn these words into something else for their purpose, not ours. See, listen, I'm not doing this just because for me. I'm doing it for everybody, even you in your private capacity. They're not. You don't have to register your vehicle. You don't have to tag it. You don't have to be. You don't have to follow all these dictates when you're in your private automobile. They have no authority to tell you what to do with your private.
So you don't pay taxes either?
Well, sure, I pay taxes.
What's the difference?
What do you mean? It has nothing to do with taxes.
What's the difference? I mean, the
Taxes for the roads come out of gasoline. It doesn't come out of the registration and the inspection. When I go pay for a
That's not
gallon of
fair.
gasoline,
Think about it.
it's called, yes, it's fair because whoever's going to use those, needs to get gasoline. So they put the tax on the gasoline. They don't put it in.
But how does
okay, or the tag.
Okay, but how did those taxes get allocated to what area?
Oh, that's legislation takes care of all that. But that's where it comes
That's
from.
why you pay taxes in the county.
It comes from the gasoline when you purchase gasoline. That's what takes care of the road. Yeah, but where the tax is.
I don't live in Portland. I don't live in Portland. I live in Nuremburg. So if I'm buying gas in Portland, I'm not helping Nuremburg. You see what I'm saying?
No,
I'm not helping
it doesn't
Nuremburg.
matter where you buy it in Texas. All the gasoline tax collected goes to Texas, not city.
Yeah, but how does the money that you pay for gas get allocated to where it needs
Well,
to be? You said legislation.
Right. The legislation does all that. They're the ones that hand out the money once they collect.
You're a nice guy, okay? And even though you call me Haji, I want you.
Sorry, I don't.
But
Somebody else, some girl.
what I'm saying is go in there and.
Oh, we're done.
Oh, okay, you're not going to.
I think we're done. I'm going to leave. He said here, going to take this and then. And see, here's another thing. I should have gotten this Friday. I got it today. And it says it right in the law. You broke the law there.
Yeah, well, you need to follow.
Go arrest the judge.
I'm not going to arrest the judge.
Why not?
Because
He broke the law.
How did he break the law?
He's not supposed to be practicing. He's not supposed to be a judge and have private practice over an office.
He can be a lawyer.
Not in a court of record.
Yeah, this is not court of record.
Yes, it. Oh, it's not.
I don't guess
They
court of
keep telling me that it is.
Or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't deal with that stuff.
You don't even know.
I don't deal with this stuff though.
That's what I'm saying.
a grunt.
You know what's going to happen? These guys are going to get you in trouble, and they're going to sell you down the river. Bottom line, man, you're going to do something wrong because they told you to do it. You're going to get your butt sued off trying to get fault. Well, of course not. Y'all are going to keep stealing it from me until I file a suit against y'all. And
To be honest with you, you're not even allowed to park on the road. And we don't mess with you. Let me finish. You're not allowed to
the
limit.
city ordinances don't apply to the people.
You're not allowed to.
You want me to?
park that on the road.
Is
We
that a
don't mess
city
with-
ordinance?
No, that's a city ordinance.
I'd like to see
And
that.
then another one.
That is not a city
City
ordinance.
ordinance says you cannot sleep in a camper in your
City
driveway.
ordinance. Too bad. Y'all been patrolling me. Y'all been.
No.
See, y'all
The
can't
other day,
do that.
the other day when I saw you,
Oh, when I came out.
yeah, I drive a Tahoe, and I knew you were gonna think that I was looking for you, but I was going to try to talk to one of your neighbors down the street. I was like, oh,
These guys are tasing me. I know they are.
I promise
Okay,
you,
but look.
I promise you, we're not casing.
Okay, but city ordinances do not apply to private people. Period.
Hey, you have to understand.
Do you know that?
The intelligence that we get on people who have your beliefs.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Did you hear me? He just cited it.
All the intelligence that we get from people that have your beliefs. Kind of radical. You agree with me?
No, you know what's radical is what they're doing is radical. This is wrong.
They have a propensity to be violent and attack government buildings and stuff. Okay, so
I ain't gonna attack.
well, maybe you don't.
I don't even hit nobody.
You see what I'm saying? You're very passionate and you get worked up, and it tends to people.
But do you understand?
If you sit
City
there and
ordinances do not apply to the private people. Do you understand that? Because the only thing that applies to the people is it has to be enacted by legislation. It has to read, this is enacted by. Are they calling me? Okay.
You pay for insurance, you know how much the conviction for speeding would cost on their insurance? About $3,000 a year is what it costs. About $250 a month, that's a lot to add